Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the player ratings. Wolves beating Everton 2-0 in the Carabao Cup. Everton's fantastic record in the Carabao Cup continues of always being crap in it. Let's get into it. Mark Travers in goal. I'll be honest, I just don't feel confident with him in goal whatsoever from what I've seen from him so far. That's it, really. Thought he should have done better for both goals. Though the first one, I think he should do better. And the second one, I think he just lies down while someone just chips it over him. So for me, I think he should be doing better. I just don't personally have too much confidence in him. So I'll just give him a 5 for tonight. Jake O'Brien played obviously the full game at right back. Could have been an opportunity maybe to have moved him inside tonight and play someone else right back. He did all right. 2 out of 3 ground duels, 3 out of 5 aerial duels. 1 shots on target, 1 big chance created, 4 crosses, 1 accurate. I mean, again, just not wasn't terrible or anything. Pretty average. Just for me, just he's not a fullback, so we won't get the balance of the team right till we have a proper fullback in there on both sides. That's it. That's not against Jake O'Brien. I think he's doing well. He's getting up and down the pitch. It's just that he lacks quality in the final third because he's not a fullback. He's a centre back. So Jake, I'd give a 6.5 for tonight's performance. Seamus Coleman coming in at left back, rolling back the years. Obviously, he played his first game at Everton as a left back. We got beat that night as well. Won 3 of his 6 ground duels. But again, gives you nothing going forward. And this is the problem with the team. This is what I don't get. If I have a criticism of David Moyes, I don't understand the fullback situation. When you've got wide men who want to stand the fullback, want to get one-on-one with the fullback, and they need width from a fullback. And yet we're playing players who won't go forward. I just don't get that whatsoever. You're sacrificing your attacking, part of your attacking ethos has got to be fullbacks who go forward. And yes, Jake O'Brien does go forward, but it's not necessarily doesn't have the same ideas. And Seamus isn't going to get up and down. Let's be honest. So again, I mean, I don't know where I need to watch it back. I don't know where Seamus was for their first goal. I'll have to watch it back. I don't know where he was at all. He just he's not in the shot at all. But yeah, obviously Seamus's opportunities to play are gonna become less and less and less. I was quite surprised he started tonight, especially when you have got Nathan Patterson on the bench, who possibly could have played left back. I was and obviously Asnu, who actually is a left back that we bought. Played the 78 minutes. Yeah, Seamus, I'd give him a 5.8 for tonight's performance. The centre backs, James Tarkowski, won 2 ground duels, won 2 of his 4 aerial duels. Again, just dealing with everything in the air, but we need a centre back who can get the ball on the floor and play out from the back. And obviously, neither Taki or Michael Keane are that player. Again, not like just doing what he normally does. No, like outrageous, mistakes or anything. But yeah. Taki give a 6 for tonight. Michael Keane, who probably had Everton's best chance of the game with the header in the first half. 2 out of his 3 ground duels, but only won 4 of 10 aerial duels, which is unlike him. Um, yeah. As I said, we need Branthwaite back as well. We need Branthwaite for someone at the back who will play out from the back. So Michael Keane, I'd give a 6 for tonight. James Garner, I thought James Garner did all right, actually. Obviously, he hit the bar, which probably was Everton's closest chance. 90 touches of the ball, 94% pass accuracy, 2 key passes, always lively. Crosses, 3, 4 out of 5 long balls, complete. And as I said, hit the bar really close. Probably our best player tonight, all over the pitch. Has had a really good start to the season. So probably the best of obviously what was a bad bunch tonight. So just glad to see him playing in centre midfield, if I'm honest. So yeah, did all right, keeping it going. So James Garner, I'd give a 7. Tim Irabunam, I thought was poor tonight. Won four of his 8 ground duels. I don't know. I just don't think he's quite at this level yet. I mean, there was one bit in the second half that actually sort of, I thought we kept the ball really well and we were going forward. And then he went on a lovely little sort of run and then just overran the ball right on the edge of the area. And we must have kept the ball for a while. Lots and lots of passes. And we've just give the ball back to them so easily without making any kind of opportunity. And there was like loads of space. There was an opportunity to be had there. And we just give it back to him so easily. Yeah. What would disappoint you about Irabunam is he started games this season. So it shouldn't be the it shouldn't be a big stretch for him to just come back into the side in a game like that. That's sort of, players will go in and out the team. But it shouldn't have been any kind of stretch for him to come into the team tonight. And I thought he was poor. I really did. I thought he was poor. Didn't think he added anything, really at all. So, Tim Irabunam, I would give a 5. Carlos Alcaraz, again, he's another one I was disappointed with. 19 touches of the ball he had in that first half. He had a couple of moments where if he'd just done a little bit better with it, he could have really opened them up. He really didn't do anything, really. 2 key passes, but if he'd had just used his head a little bit better and, he could have created better situations. So I was really disappointed, and clearly David Moyes was too, because he took him off at half time. So yeah, a big opportunity for him, and he's another one who's been playing. He can't really have too many complaints about like not being in the team. He's played in the last round. He's come on in games. Came on the other day. It's not his first season at the club. So again, that's what disappointed me more than anything tonight, is players who've already played this season coming into the side and being rubbish, being really poor. So yeah, Carlos Alcaraz, I give a 5 as well. Tyler Dibblin, obviously his full debut. 33 touches of the ball, 12 of 14, 12 passes out of 14 accurate. Played 58 minutes. You can see there's potential in there. You can see there's a player. There's a couple of moments where he's done nice little runs, just not in the right area, like by the halfway line. We want that higher up the pitch. Obviously very different coming to Everton from Southampton. A lot more pressure. He just needs more minutes. If we've paid a lot of money for him, and he just needs more minutes in the team. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think he did anything remarkable tonight. He had one opportunity where he was put through, probably I think it was by Carlos Alcaraz, and he's hit it with his right foot, and he hasn't tested the goalkeeper. You'd want him to test the goalkeeper in that situation. It is his first real minutes of the season, other than what did he get against the last round? 15 minutes. Got like 7 or 8 on Saturday. So they are his first. Tonight was his first opportunity. As I said, in a couple of times, you can see what he's all about. Other times, the game passed him by. He's going to have to get minutes on the pitch. The manager's going to have to give him minutes on the pitch. It's a big investment. You know, he can't be just not getting opportunities. He can't be not playing. Because he is, when you think about what the money, and I'm not looking at this from a point of view where he should be playing or he should be doing more. But if you're going to invest that much in a player, you should have a fair idea about what they're all about and how much you're going to play them. You should sort of know that already. So how many opportunities is he going to get? Manager going to have to start using him off the bench. He's going to have to start putting him into the side. If it's not working, maybe on Saturday there could have been opportunities. Villa, I think there could have been opportunities to bring him on. In the game, the manager's going to have to be. It's not just tonight. I think there is you can criticize David Moyes for not using subs better. He's got to start using more players off the bench and giving them more minutes, so we don't have scenarios where players are playing with barely any minutes in a game like tonight. That goes back to not signing players early enough and then players not getting opportunities. So that's got to stop happening. Players have got to be given more opportunities. Other younger progressive managers, that's what they're all about. Iraola's probably one of the best for it. Making mass changes, getting players on the pitch. And the thing about it, this summer we've bought Barry, Diblin, and as new, there's 3 players there that are going to need minutes. They're going to need minutes. It's as simple as that. We've paid good money for all 3 of them combined. It's a big portion of the transfer fee on certainly 2 of those. The budget on 2 of those players this summer. They're going to have to be getting opportunities. It's as simple as that. Otherwise, it's going to take so long that it will be almost pointless. So Diblin, I would give a 6 for tonight. It's promising signs, but as I said, just not quite there. On the other side, Dwight McNeil. I was surprised to see Dwight McNeil play. And the reason I was surprised to play him because the manager does seem to have frozen him out. And I do worry sometimes when that was one of the things tonight. It's like, why are you playing a player that you've basically frozen out the team? You've barely given any minutes to whatsoever. You've made it like you're not bringing him on. So why are you starting him? As I said, I would have started Jack Grealish on the left tonight. I've just seen a video going around social media of the first goal, of McNeil, just basically watching the lad who scores, just being 5 yards away and just watching it happen. He was pretty anonymous tonight. And don't get me wrong, he hasn't played any games, so it's going to be tough. 23 touches of the ball. Played an hour, 59 minutes. Won 1 of his 4 ground duels. As I said, I don't see the point. If you've got a player that you've basically frozen out the side, I don't really see the point in playing him. I really don't. Younger players like Diblin who need games, totally get that. But McNeil tonight, I just didn't see the point. He's not a player Moyes wants. He's not going to play him. So why bother playing him in a game like this? It really is just feels like, well, I played you because you haven't played. That to me, that's a very, very strange decision, if I'm honest. A very, very strange decision um, to play him. Just didn't see the point at all. And I thought he was poor, very, very poor. And again, I said this in my match preview. This is a player who hasn't played. But one thing I would say is this is a player who's been around the Premier League for a while and should just be able to come into these games and be fine playing in them, using his head and using experience. He looked nowhere near it tonight. Nowhere near it. So, McNeil, I'd give a 5-4. I think even that might be generous. I'd give him a 4 for tonight's performance. I just thought he was so, he was nowhere near the pace of the game, nowhere near the level of the game. Barry, manager, only played 45 minutes. Again, I find that very, very strange that he only played him for 45 minutes. Whether it was the booking, we're going to have to persist. Like I've said about the other players there, if you're going to start Barry, you've got to go through. We're going to have to go through some pain with Barry. We're going to have to. Otherwise, there's going to be no point in signing. We haven't signed a player who's got, loads of games and is ready to come in the team, like, a Dewsbury Hall, even, or whoever. This is a lad who's played in 3 different countries in 3 different years. Doesn't look ready, but the only way he's going to get ready is if you play him. And to take him off at our time, I felt like that was like Moyes spitting the dummy out, as in like you've been dreadful. I don't know whether the yellow card had anything on that, but to me, I just feel like, come on, I watched Beto on Saturday. And it's like, well, now we need to run. We can't be going, well, now Barry, but no, take him out, put Beto back in the team. How's this lad? How is any young player going to learn if they're not playing games? We're going to have to go through some pain with Barry. We really are. Because he doesn't look near it yet. But the only way he's going to get near is if he plays games. So I found that a very strange decision by Moyes. Very reactive to the situation. Really, really reactive. I've seen loads of people in the comments saying it before. People are talking about Moyes Keane. About, players needing games. Players needing to get up to speed. Being developed by the club. It's taking time. Absolutely. Fully agree on that. I just find it very, very reactive. And it is that thing of like, well, it's Beto or it's Barry. And it's just like, so you watch Beto and then you're going, oh, he's poor today. Barry needs a run in the game. Then he gets 45 minutes and it's like, no, you come out the team now. We'll put Beto back in. I find that very reactive from David Moyes. Really reactive. The simple fact is, Everton should have known in the summer that the gulfing quality of these two centre forwards is it. We needed another one. We really did need another one. Someone who just sort of knew his way around the Premier League a little bit. Someone you can just stick in there. Because Beto is just nowhere near the level and Barry's nowhere near the level yet. But they're at different ends of their football, not their football careers. Beto's career's not over. But I just find that very, very strange. It just felt really reactive. And again, I don't think he played particularly well in that first half. And I thought it was quite petulant, kicking the ball away like he did to get the booking. Sometimes it's just a case of you working harder, just to get into the game yourself. I don't think Barry quite understands. I don't think he quite understands the game in the Premier League yet. think he's adjusting and he's probably finding it difficult. I fully understand that. But I just find that strange. Going, oh, we're gonna you bring Grealish on and you bring Njai on and you get better service to him. I find that strange sometimes when managers do that with centre forwards. I mean, listen, we all know David Moyes has never quite understood that role at any club he's been to. It's never been a strong point. But I do believe we could have done with somebody else as well. Just someone in and around them to take that pressure off them. And the answer to that, by the way, is not Jamie Vardy. There's a reason why he's playing for a no-mark team in Italy. But so we're at an impasse, aren't we? We've got two forwards who look quite similar in terms of their reading of the game. And I think it's going to cause us problems. I really do. I really, really do think it's going to cause us problems. I never see either of them really making good movement. Which actually, Beto was quite good at that last season, but I haven't seen any of that so far this season. So, yeah. Barry had 14 touches. Won 4 out of 6 aerial duels. 2 shots off target. No shots on target. 1 shot blocked. So, yeah. Tierno Barry, I would give a 5 to as well. The subs. I thought the subs were all busy, but without making any sort of massive sort of contribution. Dewsbury Hall, busy, played the second half, 34 touches, 92% pass accuracy, 2 out of 3 accurate crosses. It was all right, but again, we had loads more of the ball, but we didn't make too many opportunities, really. Their goalkeeper didn't have to make that many saves. Dewsbury Hall, I'll give a 6.5. Beto, again, 9 touches in the second half, so less touches than Barry had, with better players on the pitch. So maybe if Moyes had kept Barry on with the better players, maybe something would have come off for the lad. He's put Beto on and he's only had 9 touches. 2 key passes from Beto, 2 ground duels won, 2 out of 3 aerial duels won. So he hasn't took the level up too much. Beto will give a 6. Njai, frustrated, played the last 32 minutes, thought he was quite frustrating. 26 touches. Overplayed quite a lot, I thought. I thought he overplayed it, if I'm honest. Thought he looked really frustrated, and I thought Wolves done a number on him and Grealish. I think they just took turns to kick them, more basically. 2 dribble attempts, only drew 2 dribble attempts, 1 successful. I give him a 6. Jack Grealish, again, come on, 31 minutes, 28 touches, 1 key pass. Put a great ball in, which Jake O'Brien pulled it back, but the goalkeeper got it. Again, maybe at times Jack might need to be a little bit more direct, but they kicked him off the pitch as well, didn't they? They kicked him off the pitch in that, they won a foul just on the edge of the box a couple of times. 6 out of 11 ground duels, was fouled 5 times. But again, I watch Jack Grealish and I get massively frustrated about how Everton players just all run away from him. Massively, just absolutely pisses me off so much. The fullback never goes past him. Now, that's probably why we brought Michalenko. That's why he probably brought Michalenko on. But no one ever gives him width. It's so frustrating. It's stupid having a player of his talent and not helping him as much as possible to create opportunities. It is mad. Get the full back and get them going past them every time. Because Grealish doesn't lose the ball. So you're not left in a situation where you're going to get counter-attacked ever. Get support. There was a couple of times where I watched them and there's no one within 15 yards of him. The fullback should be going past them every single time, and one of the midfielders should be coming over to create space for him. And we don't. We stand off. It's like, oh, you're our best player. We'll just stand over there. We've got to. It doesn't matter who it is. If Michalenko's playing, you just bomb past every time. Doesn't matter who it is. It's a simple tactic. This lad is not going to lose the ball. He keeps the ball so well. He either wins a foul or it'll go out for a goal kick or a throw-in or a corner. But very rarely does he lose the ball and the opposition break. The players have to be braver when he's on the ball. It's so frustrating to watch. Crazy. Absolutely annoys me. But, yeah. Jack Grealish, I give a 6.5. And Vitaly Michalenko, who I'm sure the manager did not want to bring on. Obviously played the last 12 minutes. 13 touches. 1 ground duel, 1 out of 1. Yeah, I'll just give him a 6. He was fine when he came on, but we've got to, like, listen, it was crap. It was absolutely crap performance. Errors from the manager, but also errors from the players who were playing as well. Really was. There's players out there tonight who, most of them aren't kids. Most of them have got games of football playing for Everton. You know, Tyler Diblin's the only one really making his debut. Yes, got Seamus playing left back, and but there's no account for how bad that performance is. And yes, the manager made mistakes tonight, but also the players were dreadful. We hardly made any chances. And that's got to change. We've got to start changing, like, the shape of the team a little bit. So players are getting round Grealish. So we're not going to the left all the time. Hopefully things will change a little bit when Branthwaite comes back. But the manager, for me, has to. I know he probably can't because we can't buy anyone, but I still think the right back situation needs addressing. But that'll be with a new player, I'd imagine. But yeah, it's just one of those nights where you just want to go mad, isn't it? Because you look at games like that and think, how can you play that poorly? How is it that you can play that poorly? How, yeah. There you go. What did I give it? Did I give Njai? I thought I given Njai. I think I gave Njai 6, was it, or 5.5 for Njai? He frustrated me tonight. There you go. Shite night. Catch you all later. Check out Baz's videos. See you all later.